Hi there. First, some troublemakers claim that the trustworthy King James Bible mistranslates the Greek word daemonian into devils when it should be demons. But it makes zero difference. In fact, according to classical Christianity, there's no difference between Satan and the other fallen angels other than one takes the leadership role. A devil in theology is a supernatural and superhuman being who is completely wicked and malignant. So, according to that, there are many devils. The first Bible translated into English, Wycliffe's 1380 translation, and the most accurate English Catholic Bible, Douay Rheims, both use the term devils. Interestingly, Buddhism has a major supernatural devil called Mara. Jainism allows for the existence of tormenting demons, hence devils, although this is disputed. Yet Satan worshippers don't believe in any devil, since by definition a devil is completely bad. Their alleged being can supposedly benefit people. Neither do Muslims, since Islam's fallen being, Iblis, isn't fully evil, according to them, and sometimes works with Allah for various purposes. The bloody barbaric Aztecs, Incas, and Mayans certainly lacked a devil figure in their religions. Neither do any backwards barbaric African tribes postulate any devil or devils. Another definition of devil is an extremely and malignantly wicked person. I like this definition too, since a certain percentage of humans are just that, 100% evil, due to their having no conscience whatsoever. They are commonly known as sociopaths. They basically have the same function as a supernatural devil would. The idea that there's good in everyone is hogwash. Granted, numerous things formerly attributed to a supernatural devil are now adequately explained by science. But can science explain everything? All natural disasters can certainly be explained by science. Attempts to establish that some are the work of devils or God's punishment of devilish people consistently fail. The fact that all spiritually styled literature strongly opposes classical Christianity fails as evidence because a simple explanation would be that traditional Christianity is universally opposed because it has the most rules and restrictions. Testimony of current or former occultists or spiritists fails as evidence too, since they're likely quite biased. And certainly the existence of a supernatural devil cannot be established just because a religious book testifies to it. Satan may be used as a symbol or worshipped simply for the sake of rebellion against traditional values, to shock and annoy people, trolling and that. Crimes such as rape and robbery can be fully explained due to survival of the fittest type selfishness. Most murders can be explained by residual barbarism from remnants of primitive genetic components. The phenomenon of serial killers can be easily explained by desire to feel godlike over others and love for mystery, shock, and excitement. Almost every sexual practice, interest, or kink, whether heterosexual, homosexual, or other, likely reflects human personality differences and desire for a variety of stimulation, nothing more. However, there are paraphilias and fetishes that involve intense desire to violently amputate one's limbs, blind oneself, or otherwise cause extreme self-mutilation or harm. Nothing can account for that, including influence of trauma, since cases involve people who never experienced such trauma before. Extreme mental breakdown can't either, since such people had competent mental functioning in other aspects. Demonic influence would fit perfectly as the cause. Science can certainly explain all physical handicaps and abnormalities. It also explains many mental conditions. But if all mental conditions were only of natural origin, I'd expect some of them to inadvertently have some type of benefit for one with them. For example, in the movie Phenomenon, the man's fatal brain tumor gave him super intelligence and telekinesis. In the movie Rain Man, the handicapped man's savantism was harnessed to win money in Las Vegas. But in real life, the mental powers of savants only give them abilities that are trivial or not very helpful. So mental conditions invariably bedevil those who have them, regardless of type. And if all mental conditions were only of natural origin, I'd expect some of them to inadvertently have some type of benefit for others who came across those with such conditions. For example, there could be men who could not stop giving away all their money to the needy, or could not stop constantly helping people. Or there could be women who were compelled to strip naked and invite all men to have sex. But in real life, mental conditions consistently offend others, often to the point that they cannot stand being around such people. The conditions bedevil others who don't have them. Cases where mental conditions suddenly and mysteriously appear and or vanish are inexplicable too. In the natural world, life forms with limited brains or no brains either succeed at physically thriving, naturally fail to thrive, or are victimized by other life forms because those life forms gain a food source. They never willingly or even inadvertently self-destruct. Perhaps the fact that humans have such vast brain capacity also allows for the capacity to receive diabolical influence. Then we have bad religion, such as men having the idea that if they blow themselves and others up with bombs, they'll be guaranteed a harem of beautiful women in heaven. Just blaming the stupidity of religion fails on three counts. First, if all bad religion were merely stupid, we could have failed religions that are simply harmless or comical, such as a religion that taught if that you capture 1,000 female butterflies, you'll be guaranteed a harem of women in heaven. That would be just comical and harmless. Instead, they're all malevolent, harmful. Secondly, adherents to bad religion have shown high intelligence and competence in other areas, such as the terrorists who destroyed New York's Twin Towers, having the competence to skillfully fly airplanes. If their religion was only due to natural stupidity, I'd expect them to be stupid in other aspects too. Thirdly, without religion, there have been even more atrocities committed by atheistic regimes. Summarily, it is beyond a reasonable doubt that both supernatural devils and natural devils certainly exist. By denying that your enemies exist, you are offering yourself up as a victim. Think about it.